Minnesota Fighting Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins constantly gets disrespected by the national media jabroni haircuts who just repeat tropes after tropes after tropes. Oh, he's a garbage time, stat stuffing, overpaid quarterback who never wins in prime time or on Monday Night Football, blah, 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 blah. So I respect when people who cover all 32 teams actually have a solid take on this. And USA Today Touchdown Wire, our guy Mark Schofield has a really good take on Kirk Cousins. He did up the quarterback rankings, top 15 quarterbacks in the National Football League. Now, Cousins checked in at 12. I think that's a little bit low given the circumstances heading into 2021, but I do appreciate his rationale in this spot. Plus, wait, is this the fake Andy Reid? Oh, is this the fake Andy Reid that just goes around and pretends to be Andy Reid? That's funny. That's funny. Anyways, also, I like the pop-up ads that show up. Tacos are 10 minutes away. Johnsonville, getting into the taco game. I respect it. All right, so Mark Schofield going in. Derek Carr at 15. Derek Carr, for me, is definitely in the Andy Dalton range where he's good enough where you're afraid if you move on, you won't do as well, but he's not good enough to be good enough, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. 14, I believe he put Herbert. Yeah, so Herbert had a phenomenal rookie season. He definitely was not 2020 Offensive Rookie of the Year, even though the media always are biased towards quarterbacks and biased towards the LA market because they're trying to build it up. I get it. I understand it. And he's going to have a solid offensive line in front of him. Does have really good weapons, so I think that he could be really, really solid going forward. 13. So this is how you know that you have to respect Mark. So he put Matt Ryan at 13. No one out there in national media jabroni land has Matt Ryan outside the top 10. I think it goes by legacy. I think it goes by name recognition. But Mark is right. Matt Ryan has lost a little bit off of his fastball. He is 36, and he is not aging like Tom Brady. He's aging a little bit more like milk. Now, Arthur Smith and Kyle Pitts is going to be really good, but also he lost Julio Jones. So we'll see what happens with Matt Ryan. But, I will knock that Mark obviously put Stafford in the top 11. So we'll see what. Hey, come on, load my 14.4 modem. Come on. All right, so Kirk Cousins at 12. Here's the write-up. Another somewhat divisive quarterback in today's... Is it divisive or divisive? Potato, potato. In today's NFL is Minnesota Vikings passer Kirk Cousins. During his time in Minnesota, he's put up elite or near elite numbers, but the Vikings have struggled to advance deeper in the playoffs. Of course, when you make that kind of money, Cousins commands with his contract. Wins are what teams expect. Hashtag QB wins. Still, the production and execution from Cousins have forced some to rethink their stance on him, including the author. Prior to last season, I argued that maybe Cousins is better than me think. These videos dive into Cousins as well, blah, 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 pocket awareness stuff. So last year, the big knock heading into the season was pocket awareness. Now, he did get better at times throughout the season. Like, there were some times where he straight up sensed pressure, was able to escape. Johnny skedaddled, ran for a first down, or was able to step up or sidestep and make a really nice throw. Now, he needs to do that more consistently for sure, but I think with better protection, Justin Jefferson in year 2, Adam Thielen coming off a 14 touchdown season, Dalvin Cook behind him. So you have a great running game, great play action. He's one of the best play action quarterbacks in the league. He could have a very, very special 2021 season. So now he's got Baker at 11, where I wonder if Baker's going to fall into the Derek Carr, Andy Dalton area where he will have flashes of brilliance. Like, you can't deny the kid's charisma, even though he's on every other commercial. His leadership, his intangibles, but sometimes he just makes really stupid mistakes. Now, Stefanski, I think, helped muted that a little bit, and I think they could grow together as QB and head coach. So maybe Baker going forward, he gets OBJ back healthy. He's got Landry. He's got the best offensive line in football. He's got a great running game and Chubb and Hunt behind him. So maybe he can take that leap, just like Kirk Cousins. Number 10, Tannehill. So I worry about Tannehill a little bit. Yes, he did get Julio Jones, but also he lost Arthur Smith. So, I mean, that could be up in there. You still have A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry. How long can he do that? How long can he still be that guy? But I do like that Tannehill has resurrected his career. Because remember, he signed with Tennessee to be Mariota's backup. Stafford with the Rams. Again, the national media have made me dislike Matthew Stafford and Allen Robinson, by the way, which is weird because I always respected their games. Matthew Stafford, I always thought that he was tough. I always thought that, the Lions never got it done, but there's a myriad of reasons there. But also, he was one of the reasons why, even though he put up all those Lulu video game numbers, I mean, he was great in fantasy football, but actual football, no. He never won a playoff game. He never won the division, never even sniffed winning the division. Same thing, Allen Robinson, where, all right, see, he had Blake Bortles in Jacksonville. He had the gong show of quarterbacks with the Bears, so whatever. But, yeah, 9, I guess that's fair, because I would put, like, the tier of, Stafford, Tannehill, Baker. I guess to throw Matt Ryan and Cousins in there. They're quasi-interchangeable as clearly the second or third tier. More third tier. Load. USA Today. Come on, man. There we go. Oh, there's too many GIFs. Do people call it GIFs? No. Come on. God, we're going to have to edit this thing. Aha. The power of editing. The magic of editing. It's great. So Lamar Jackson added, coming off, he's 2 years removed from being NFL MVP. And Jackson on this list, in terms of being a pure pocket passer, like he's not that great. But his dynamic running ability, and he does have a strong arm. So he does have that going for him. He does get Rashad Bateman now. So maybe he does turn the corner and becomes a better passer as opposed to just an athletic weapon at quarterback. But he's fun to watch. I love me some Lamar Jackson. If given the choice, I would go back in time. Vikings don't sign Cousins, and then they draft Lamar Jackson at 30 in 2018. Was it 2018? Yeah. Next up, 7, Josh Allen. I'm a little surprised that Josh Allen is this low, but Mark obviously knows his stuff about quarterbacks. Josh Allen, I think, played at an MVP level for the bulk of last season. Diggs in year 2. He also gets Manny Sanders. I think that he has a little bit of something left in the tank. Plus, he keeps Brian Daboll for a hot second. And then Ken Dorsey, the new passing game coordinator, was quarterbacks coach, is just really, really dialing things up. I do like the offense there in Buffalo. Number 6, Dak Prescott. He's coming back from that ankle injury. He does have a suite of weapons with Amari and CD and Gallup plus Zeke. Zeke isn't what he used to be, but is still decent behind him. Frankly, I think Tony Pollard, the pride of Memphis, but go back and look up some Tony Pollard Memphis highlights. He is sick. The offensive line isn't what it used to be either. Tyron Smith is aging out. Zach Martin is on the wrong side of 30. Lyle Collins is sort of whatever at this point. So maybe he will struggle in Mike McCarthy's offense. But, I mean, he was playing lights out at the beginning of last year, and then they really just fell off a cliff. 5, so Russ. Russ slipping down this list a little bit because of age, but, their offensive line is still a mess. Dwayne Brown is sneaky old. Dwayne Brown's like 36, man. That's crazy, but you do have DK, you do have Lockett, you do have Russ. You're going to have a puncher's chance. Number 4, so you got DeShaun Watson. I have no idea what's going to happen with DeShaun Watson. I think that he's still a betting favorite not to play the season. I don't know if a team is going to trade for him, given all of his issues that are hanging over him. But I don't know, maybe the Eagles, maybe the Broncos eventually get something done. But Watson, just on pure talent, he absolutely gets it. Now, DeShaun does have a little bit of Matthew Stafford syndrome where he has all the stats, he puts up these highlights, he is a solid leader, but the team just doesn't get it done. But DeShaun, going back to Clemson, he is a leader. He is a winner. He is a whatever. So if that off-the-field stuff, again, I don't know. Number 3, so we got Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. Tom Brady got it done last year where he did turn into more of a game manager, and you did see some holes in his game, notably the Saints game in Tampa Bay, where they just got woodshedded, where you see his limitations. His deep ball is not there anymore. It really is reminiscent of late career Peyton Manning. Now, not the early Broncos years where he was just a fantasy juggernaut, and also not 2015 where he was weekend at Bernie's just dead man walking. Maybe like the 2014 area. That's where Tom Brady is now, and we're just waiting for the other shoe to fall. Where like Tom Brady, can he still do it at 45 years old? I'm done betting against him. Like if you gave me even money to bet if Tom Brady was gonna be playing quarterback when he's 50, I'm not sure what side I would take. Like I would probably bet not, but I would be prepared to lose that money. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers, allegedly, whatever. And then lastly, of course, Patrick Mahomes at 1. No, I don't want to sign up for more articles, USA Today. Patrick Mahomes at 1. He is on his way to becoming the GOAT. Now, you do get to see him respond to some adversity. Lost the Super Bowl last year, does have a revamped offensive line, potentially. on paper, it looks like one of the best offensive lines in football. They traded for Orlando Brown Jr. You signed Joe Thuney. You just got after it. So, Patrick Mahomes, we're watching greatness, and I think him and Andy Reid and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, that's just ridiculous, redonkulous. But yeah, Cousins at 12. A little bit low, but I understand his thought process here. Plus, I do respect that he was down on Matt Ryan, which everyone should be. But I know Baker ahead of Cousins. I'll take Cousins. Stafford ahead of Cousins. I'll take Cousins. Tannehill ahead of Cousins. Given that Arthur Smith is gone, I will take Cousins. But what are your thoughts on our thoughts, on Mark's thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.